Hey guys, Double Wide 6 here, and this is a mower that someone threw out, so I'm just taking a quick look at it. It's a Toro GTS 550, so looks like it's in pretty nice shape. I haven't even really looked at it. I noticed that it's missing the drive control, and I wasn't sure if that's the way the thing came, but after a little more investigating, I noticed that it had the handle removed here, and they also removed the wire. And if you look real closely down at the wheels in here, there's gears on the wheels, and there's supposed to be a gear in here that's tied to the drive, and that's no longer there. So apparently, I don't know if the gears were stripped or if the self-propel unit wasn't working, but whoever had this was using it just as a push mower, and by removing those gears, they're a lot easier to push, you know, especially for a heavy mower like this. Another thing I noticed here is I see some black where the exhaust comes out, and that could be a sign that it's burning oil, or it could just be a sign that this mower is probably 20 years old, maybe 25, and hasn't ever been cleaned. So maybe when we get it running, we'll see if it smokes or not. So what I'm going to do is just take a quick look and take you through some of the diagnostics, just to see what it takes to get this mower running. First thing I usually look at is the oil, and you know, this oil, at least there's oil in it. It looks a little bit dark, so it's been burned. It's probably never actually been changed. It's probably just been topped off through the years. But anyhow, there's oil in it. It looks to be okay, good enough to get it started. If we get it running, we will change the oil. And here's the air filter. I can see some leaves sticking out of that, and we're going to take a look at the spark plug next. If I look down here, I can see that there's a 93, the third number there on the Briggs & Stratton is the first two digits, and the third set of numbers is the year. So it's a 1993, which would put it at 21 years old. So let's check the spark plug next. See what we got here. You know, it looks very dusty, but not terrible. Looks like it was some carbon on it, but it looks like it was burning pretty decent. It's not all oiled up or anything. Next thing we're going to look at is the air filter. You can get to the filter with just 1 5/16 nut. So I'm pulling this guy out. Who knows, maybe the homeowner did some maintenance on this, because the he took the time to pull the gears out of the wheels. Most people would just throw out the mower. This actually looks like it's clean. You know, it's been cleaned out, doesn't have dust on it, so it looks like the homeowner has blown this thing out. And it also has the foam pre-filter, which looks to be in pretty good shape. So maybe this guy did do some maintenance. Most of the mowers I get, people don't do any maintenance on them. So we can put the air filter back on, because that looks to be okay. Next thing I'm going to look at is the gas. So we'll take a look in here. It's bone dry in there. So that probably is a good sign. Just want to make sure that cap has that thing on it. If the cap doesn't have that metal thing on there, sometimes they don't breathe right. especially snow blowers. I've seen issues with them, the Tecumseh engines. Alright, another thing I like to look at is the blade. So I'm gonna tip this guy over. Man, this thing's heavy. Carburetor side up, and looking at the blade, it looks nice and straight. The deck could use a cleaning, but everything under here looks good. A lot of times there's a guard underneath these mowers up in here. I don't know if this mower is missing the guard or not. It looks like it has the belt guard here, so I'm assuming that this is the way this thing's supposed to be. But everything looks good under here. I have the spark plug unplugged. I'm just looking to see if I notice the crankshaft is bent or anything, but usually if the crankshaft's bent, you'd see some sort of bend or big dink in the blade. So that all seems to be good. Now I'm going to check it for spark. So now I'm just going to check the engine to see if it has spark. So we'll get the plug in the boot here. There we go. And you just need to touch the plug to some metal. I think I can get it in there just like that. And we're going to give it some pulls and we'll see if it has spark. So before I put the spark plug back in, just going to shoot in some starting fluid, and I don't even know if it has spark, because to be honest with you, I couldn't see, and when we watch the video we'll be able to tell if it had spark, because it's just too bright outside today. So we'll snug that up. Put that on. I added some fuel to the tank, and let me show you guys the good news. Gotta love Toro. This thing is guaranteed to start for 2 years. So all I need to do is put a 0 behind that and we're in business. So we're going to give this thing a cold start, and I think it's going to fire up. So there you have it. Looks like 60 bucks in my pocket. And you know what? I think I have a bag that'll fit this thing. Let me go look. Well, I found a bag for this thing up in the attic, so it pays to keep stuff. Actually, I have 2 of those bags, and they're older bags, but I was just hanging on to them. You never know. So I actually found a mower that it'll fit. So looks like we're getting 75 bucks now. I think it needs a little higher end there on the throttle, so I'm going to adjust that. And might need a carb cleaning, but this mower's going to be pretty good. So we'll change the oil, sharpen the blade, and get rid of her. It's mowing season, so it's not going to take long. So this thing seems to be running real nice and smooth. However, it doesn't seem to be running at the right RPM. It's going kind of slow. So I'm going to try and make an adjustment, see if we can't speed it up. I think there's an adjusting screw on top. It's actually a torque screw or a star head screw. So let me not bad. So all in all, it looks like a pretty good mower. It's not blowing smoke, which I thought it might. And I got a bag that fits it. The wheels are pretty good. The deck's really solid, and it's aluminum. And it has a mulching blade on it, so you can either mulch or you can bag. And it seems like it'll start right up. So I'm going to change the oil on this thing. I'm going to put in a new air filter. I'll put a brand new plug in it. I'm going to sharpen the blade. And last thing I'll do is just pull the bowl off the carburetor and clean the main jet. Otherwise, I think it's ready to go. So it looks pretty good. And I'm double wide 6, and I make a lot of repair videos. And you can check out my channel if you're interested in other lawnmower repair stuff and random repair stuff. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.